Up Westonka.
Westonka.
I'm Jose Barajas.
And I'm Ellie Becker.
It's Friday, January 14th.
TGIF. As you may know by now, next week we are switching to online learning. But here with details for next week is Mr. Fisher.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Jose. Good morning, everybody. As you know, next week we're going to be moving to online learning for 1 week. And I want to talk a little bit about some of the details about that. But before we talk about some details real quick, we know that this is not a perfect plan. We know that this isn't what we wanted. But with COVID numbers and staff shortages across the district, we think we can keep most students in person throughout the district by doing what we're doing this week at the high school. And again, the plan is only for 1 week. So our plan is to be back the following week. Remember about the following week real quick. There's no school on the next 2 Mondays. So Monday the 24th is a professional development day. And so our second semester starts on January 25th. And so just a reminder about that. And our plan and hope is that we're back in person to see all of you back on that day. Reminders that were sent to Schoology yesterday, Chromebook, is it working properly? If you've been delaying trying to get a loaner or bring it into the media center, you should do that today to get that loaner so other ones can get fixed, but it can work at home. If you have no internet at home, be sure to check in with the media center. There are some available for checkout, some school-owned hotspots. You should do that also today. Let's take a look at the schedule. You were given a copy of the schedule either as you walked in the door to this period's classroom, or you're being given that now, or teachers, if you haven't done it, if you can do that quick, it's also on your screen. But the reason I wanted you to have a hard copy is you could have it at home, put it up somewhere, it's just for the week. And also for some of you, it will be very helpful for you to fill in what classes you have each hour. So the copy on the screen is a little different than the copy in your hand, but the copy in your hand has a spot for you to write the teacher and the class that you have during that period. So remember, there's no school Monday, there's no Zooming Monday. If you Zoom, you'll be staring at yourself. On Tuesday, the 18th is a block day, and you can see your meeting periods 1, 3, 5, and 7 with a designated lunch, everybody at the same time, because we're not eating here, of course. Wednesday, win day, 2, 4, 6, and then there's win time I'll talk about in a second, and then we repeat that on Thursday, Friday. So if it helps you, write in your teacher and your class across the columns on here, and you can do that on your own. You can even do it right now and listen at the same time. That's up to you. Use this schedule how you want. That's the schedule for next week. Let's talk about lunch. Lunch, as you can see, also is from at the same time every day, 11:25 to 11:55. If you're interested in picking up lunch from the high school, you can pick up a box lunch at the curb by the courtyard between 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock each day, not Monday, but Tuesday through Friday, and you can do that just by staying in your car and curbside again by the pack. Zooming. You can find your Zoom link in your teacher's Schoology page. If it's not linked there yet, it will be linked there by the time Tuesday rolls around. You need to be in your Zoom classroom several minutes before class starts, or at least a few minutes before class starts. You'll be Zooming at a minimum of 15 minutes, but for many teachers, it could be longer than that as we wrap up the semester for time for questions, for time to get extra help, and so on. Reminder of some Zoom etiquette. Be aware of your background, be aware of your attire, be aware of your setting. Those all need to be appropriate. We want to make sure that goes smoothly for everybody. We tested out several Chromebooks, thanks to our very own Ellie Becker and Lindsay Gunderson and Mrs. Wallace. We did a little Zoom conversation last night. It was really fun, but we just needed to check out to make sure that we feel your Chromebooks are ready, and we feel like they are. But if you are have any issues with your Chromebook or Zooming, the technology support link is available for you. As you know from before, for most of you, it's found in Schoology and also found on our website. Please fill that out when you're having any issues, and be sure to let your teacher know through some method as soon as you can that you're having some technology issues so they're aware. Because they need to be aware, because we have attendance taken every single period, every single day. So that's why you need to be in Zoom on time as teachers take attendance. If you're absent and truly can't be on Zoom that day for doctor's appointment, or you're just too sick to be on Zoom, your parent needs to call that in as they would any other day when you're absent. The end of the quarter is Friday, January 21st, next Friday. That has not changed, and that's going to continue to be that. And we're going to start the next semester, as I mentioned, on that Tuesday, the 25th of January. So just know that teachers will work with you on what needs to be done before that. And that brings me to win time, which is really important. As you see that on the schedule, you have 4 sessions of win. So teachers will be locking students in, and they should be. A lot of you need some support and help to finish up the semester because they won't be able to see you in person. But also some of you want to self-select. You should do that. Strongly recommended that you self-select if you're not locked in. For those of you who are locked in, attendance will be taken. And so if you're locked in and not there, you'll be marked on excuse, and that's something that we would not want for you. So be there and work with your teacher on that. But the attendance is not taken for other students. So you don't have to worry about self-selecting if you're all caught up and things are going well, but seriously consider doing that. Student prep period, if you have that on your schedule, you do not need to attend, and attendance will not be taken. Use that time to study, take care of your things that you need to take care of. If you're a student aide, reach out to your supervisor and teacher to know what you need to do during that time. They will be, again, you can work that out with them. Just a reminder about masks. During the time of distance learning between 7:30 and 3 o'clock, you're required to wear a mask if you're in the building. So some of you will be in and out of the building during that time possibly. Just know you need to wear a mask. That's for staff, students, and visitors. And just a couple closing comments real quick. Just hang in there, right? It's 4 days. I'm not promising 4 days, but I'm really, truly hoping that it's 4 days. If you're struggling with things, and I've said this, whether it be as a result of some situation or incident, as always, reach out to somebody. Do not struggle alone. That's been our common message ever since you've been a student here and a student at Westonka. We plan to be back in person on January 25th. Finish strong, and the biggest and best thing you can do is communicate with your teachers so they know what's going on if you have questions or concerns. All right, everybody, have a great Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see everybody on Zoom on Tuesday. Turn it back over to Ellie and Jose.
Thanks, Mr. Fisher. Congratulations to Westonka DECA, who competed in districts last weekend. 134 students competed from Westonka, and 120 are advancing to state. Here are some of the highlights. Placed in the top 10 in 36 of 40 events, placed in the top 3 in 30 of 40 events, placed first in 17 of the 40 events, placed second in 18 of the 40 events, and placed third of the 40 events. Congratulations, DECA Elites!
Attention all juniors. Sign up is now open for the ACT Academy. Families can register for the Academy by paying the $15 registration fee in Skyward. Registration is due January 18th. The first session is Tuesday, February 1st. See Mr. Rush or Ms. Hageman for details.
Attention seniors, the Westonka Foundation is giving out several scholarships funded by Colonel Bill Brown. Apply today for these scholarships, which are up to $20,000. You can apply at www.westonka277foundation.org. The deadline to apply is February 18th.
The Outdoor Endeavors Club would like to invite all students to try out the sport of curling. The club will be going to the Chaska Curling Center on Monday, January 24th from 1 to 3 p.m. See Mr. Sobiak for more details.
Future Medical Professionals is having an orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Silverman, as a guest speaker on Thursday, January 20th from 3:15 to 3:45 via Zoom. Anyone is welcome. The Zoom link will be posted on the FMP Schoology page, and if you have any questions, reach out to Mrs. Johnson.
Here are this weekend's sports.
Girls basketball at Jordan.
Nordic skiing at Worth Park.
Boys swim and dive team sections at Home and Orno.
Wrestling at Howard Lake, Waverly.
Boys basketball at Hamlin versus South St. Paul.
Girls hockey at Pine City.
And dance team at Totino Grace.
Lunch today is pizza or cold cut sandwiches.
And happy birthday today to Elizabeth Hannagriffs,
Jordan LaRue.
and Kaylee Bonnie.
And weekend birthday wishes to Ella Fair Martin,
August Novick,
Campbell Ryle,
Paige Johnson.
and Wesley Foley.
Thanks for tuning in today, White Hawks.
We will be off air next week due to distance learning.
But we will see you next semester for more Wake Up Westonka!